Today we will look at a classic related rate situation known as the shadow problem. The idea is to understand how different quantities change with time when they are linked through geometry. Here we imagine a man whose height is 6 feet walking away from a streetlight that is 21 feet tall. He moves in a straight line along the ground at a constant speed of 3 feet per second. Our first goal is to find the rate at which the length of his shadow is changing when he is 8 feet from the light. Then our second goal is to find at what rate the tip of the shadow is moving when he is 10 feet from the light. In order to solve such problems, the first and the most important step is to draw a picture somewhere in your book. Think of the ground as a straight horizontal line. On one point of this line stands the street light, going straight up to a height of 21 feet. A short distance away from the light stands the man, whose height is 6 feet. Light from the top of the lamp touches the top of the man's head and continues to the ground behind him, forming a shadow. That shadow stretches along the ground away from the lamp. Once the basic picture is drawn, the next step is to label the important distances. Let the distance from the street light to the man be called x. Let the length of the shadow be called s. The total distance from the street light to the tip of the shadow is the sum of these two distances, so we call that total length L, which is simply x plus s. The man is walking away from the light, so x is increasing with time, and we are told that it increases at a rate of 3 feet per second, which means dx over dt, that tells the rate at which x changes with time is 3 feet per second. The problem has two parts. In the first part, we are asked how fast or at what rate the length of the shadow is changing. That means we want the rate of change of s with respect to time. In the second part, we are asked how fast the tip of the shadow is moving. That corresponds to how fast L changes with time. Understanding this difference is very important, because later we will find out that the shadow length and the tip of the shadow do not move at the same speed. To solve the problem, we will use the concept of similar triangles. From the picture, we can see two right triangles that share the same angle or this one, made by the light ray. The larger triangle is formed by the street light and the entire distance to the tip of the shadow. This triangle has height 21 feet and base x plus s. The smaller triangle is formed by the man and his shadow. This triangle has a height of 6 feet and base s. Since both triangles have the same angle and are right triangles, they are similar. Because the triangles are similar, the ratio of height to base is the same for both. The ratio of height to base for the larger triangle is 21 over x plus s, and the ratio of height to base for the smaller triangle is 6 over s. Cross-multiply to get 21s equals 6 times x plus s, or 6x plus 6s. Take 6s here to get 15s equals 6x. Divide both sides by 15 to get s equals 6x over 15, or 2 over 5 times x. Since both s and x change with time, we differentiate both sides of the equation with respect to time. Doing this gives us the rate of change of s, or ds over dt, equals 2 over 5 times the rate of change of x, or dx over dt. We already know that dx over dt is 3 feet per second, so ds over dt equals 2 over 5 times 3, or 6 over 5, which is 1.2 feet per second. This answers the first part of the problem and tells us how fast the shadow itself is growing. Now we move to the second part, which asks how fast the tip of the shadow is moving. For this, we focus on L, the total distance from the light to the tip of the shadow. From earlier, we know that L equals x plus s. Since all these quantities change with time, we will differentiate this relationship with respect to time, which tells us that the rate of change of L is equal to the rate of change of x plus the rate of change of s. At this point, we already know the rate of change of x is 3 feet per second, and we also found the rate of change of s in the first part, which was 1.2 feet per second. By adding these two rates together, we get the rate at which the tip of the shadow moves, or dl over dt, which turns out to be 4.2 feet per second. This is faster than the man's walking speed, which explains why the shadow stretches out more quickly than the man moves. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Also, you can support my channel by joining our community and becoming a member. So good!